Hi, Joanna. Hi, Katash. Hope you're all well. Hi, Minnie. Hi, Wesley. How are you all? Hi, Caroline. Hi, Scotty. I don't know where the Facebook followers are. Hi, Paige. Just don't know where all the Facebook people are yet. But hi. Welcome. Hi, Tanya. How are you, lovely? Hi, Erica. Hi, Mand. How are you, my lovely? Good to hear, Tanya. How's Mum and Dad? Hi, Donna. Yes, we had our time change. Let's lose an hour in bed. The lovely Luke will be with us shortly. He's just making himself look nice. Okay, yeah. Hi all that's joined us on TikTok. Welcome. Hope you've had a good day. Yeah, not too bad. Thank you very much, Mand. Oh, bless your Paige. Yes. Mm. Hi, Bluey. There. Don't be facing me. Right. Hi, Sarah Jane Mills.
Well, we're on now, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much for letting me know that. Want that one?
I want that one.
Right. Who would say it is a full page? It is a full page.
Yes.
Right. Opening card is learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Job done. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll be back the same time, whenever that is.
Welcome, everyone. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Sarah Jane. The lovely Tanya's in the house, even though she missed your special day.
I know, it's terrible. There's no excuses for that.
Hi, Christina. At the hospital getting rained.
Rained?
Getting iron transfusion. Stuck here for 3 hours. Oh, bless you. Hello, beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, I do believe it is you to go first.
But it can't possibly be.
Why? Because I went first last time.
But you need to practice.
Okay, right.
But I'll go first if you want.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Alright. What one do you want?
Madam Butterfly. That's not Madam Butterfly.
Oh. And I've just got to find that.
He doesn't know Madam Butterfly.
Other little.
Right, he can't find it. That's because he doesn't know what he's looking for. Right, here we go. This is Sebastian. So if you'd like a reading with Sebastian, please do put your names up now. Oh, Tanya wants a spot prize. What have you done, Tanya, to get one?
Oh, we haven't said the words.
Right, the word is gold dust. There, it's one word, gold and dust. Put together, it's gold dust.
Try.
So, in order to win the prize, you must hear the words gold dust mentioned in a reading. Then you put up bingo space dash space gold dust as one word, and the words must be spelt correctly.
GOL.
And they must be in capital letters. So listen out for the word gold dust being used in a reading, and the instructions on how to win and what you need to do to win are sponsored by Tanya Rideout, a lovely moderator.
Can you let TikTok know that it is only for
Right.
Facebook?
Those of you watching on TikTok, in order for you to take part in the spot prize competition, you need to view on Facebook at either Paul Lukas Guichard or DoubleTrouble at home. Okay. And if you go to any one of those Facebook sites, you will be able to partake of the competitions which we run. Now, Sebastian is the crystal ball reading, and names up, please, for it. Thank you very much. And I've also got Crouch and Bull as the provider of the talking stick. Right. Okay. We have a stop on Sarah Jane Mills. Right, Sarah Jane Mills, we're coming to you. Right. So let's have a look. Right, Sarah Jane. Right. Okay, right, Sarah Jane. As I look into the crystal ball, right, I have got a lovely view of you with your bum packed on the sofa. Now, as I look around you, there is, ooh, lovely. There is a nice orb sitting about here. Okay, now that is pretty close, but it's sitting about there. It is actually showing up in yellow. Okay, so it stands out for me to be able to see it. And oh, and you've got a mug of either tea or coffee close by there. Now, as I look in panoramic view, okay, right, there is a person in spirit, and they are actually on your left-hand side, this side, okay, and they're about 3 or 4 feet away from where you're sitting, actually. And there again, they are appearing as in a golden yellowy hue that is in the shape of, I'd say it's an adult by the size, but it could also be a kid because some kids are 6 foot odds these days. Right, I don't know what they're being fed on, but right, I don't see anything else on there that's actually of any significance. Right, so let's see if we can get this person in. Right, do we have somebody for Sarah Jane Mills, please? Excellent, thank you. Right, and the answer to that is yes, there is. Okay, right. Right, I can feel the energy coming in now. It is a lady. This is a lady. Okay, that's coming in. Now, I am wanting to say that I feel this lady is right. As I look at her and I feel her energy, I want to say late 70s, at a push early 80s. Okay, now I do want to say that this lady is right. She's in that generation where you get to say what you want without having to worry about upsetting anybody. And she does say what she wants. You know, she's got a good tongue in her head, put it this way. Now, I want to say that she dresses very nicely. She does look after herself. I mean, she's got a lovely hairstyle that is obviously spent a lot of money getting that done at the salon. She dresses very nicely. Everything, you know, there's none of this, it's just thrown on, you know. She does like color coordinate, you know. I'm sure that before she goes out the door, she has a look in the mirror, checks her hair, checks everything's looking nice, and then off she'll go. I can say that she's got a few aches and pains here and there, but it's nothing that I would say that I wouldn't expect from a lady of her age. So yes, there are aches and pains. Okay. She's not one of these ladies that would sit there and complain to everybody and anybody that will listen about her aches and pains. She kind of keeps that to herself, but we all know that she's got them. Now, she has a very, very kind heart on her. She's she's a lady that is nice to sit down and have a conversation with. You know, she's been through a lot in her days, right? She's got a very gentle spirit. There isn't anything really that would shock this lady. And she does like to be in company. So if you were having a little bit of a do, you know, little party, little house party, let's say like it was New Year or Christmas or that, she'd be quite happy sat there, just enjoying the ambience of the moment, and she might nip a little sherry or something like that, but you're not going to see her guzzling down pints. She's not one of those ladies, you know. But she would enjoy the company. She'd have a bit of a laugh and enjoy the company. Now, I do have to say that she doesn't like to be made a fuss of. Okay? She's very, very, you know, she's just happy to be there. You know, you don't need to pamper her or anything like that. She's quite capable. She just likes to be, like I say, there, enjoying the atmosphere, having a bit of a laugh. And you know, it wouldn't surprise me if she would be quite partial to one of those naughty jokes, you know, because she's not one of these shock and awe types. You know, she'd hear the joke, she'd have a quiet giggle to herself. All right, she's not exactly going to scream the house down with, well, she does sometimes scream the house down with laughter. But you know, she's a difficult lady to shock. So if you were trying to tell her a filthy joke that would make her blush with embarrassment, you'd be hard pushed, because, like I thought, she's seen it all before and she's heard it all before. Now, she does have a great heart, and yes, she does share a lot of love, because that's just the person she is. You know, it's sort of, I'm going to say, it oozes out of her. You know, she can light a place up just by her being there. And she is somebody that you can sit down with and just have a general conversation with. And she'd tell you about things from days gone by that she used to get up to. And I'll tell you, she was no perfect angel. She might have you think that, but she wasn't as perfect as she's trying to make out, right? She got her. She wasn't, you know, the angel everybody would suppose that she is. Find you, she's no nun. She's definitely not a nun. But yes, she did have her little moments, shall we say, little bit of excitement. And now she draws close to you, Sarah, because she enjoys sitting back and just watching the world go by. You know, it's not because she's nosy. She just likes to be around those that she loves and cares about. So she pops in to say hello. She'll sit there in the corner. She'll watch everything that's going on. She'll watch your telly programs, and she'll sit there and say, "What a lot of rubbish," you know, every so often. Because, well, some of the programs we watch these days are a complete load of rubbish. I mean, she does like to watch the old ones, okay? The bygone Coronation Streets, right? And the bygone Emmerdales. That were more to her taste, not the complete rubbish that's on the television now that has the same name, right? And did you know that she knew somebody just like Ina Sharples? That's what she said. She knew someone like Ina Sharples that walked her about the street with a hairnet on, just like her. She was one of the old girls that actually lived a few doors down from her. That should be. All right, got you. She was saying this old girl was in her 80s when she was like 40 or 50 years old, down about that, in her late 40s. And she says there's an old girl in her 80s that used to walk around the streets dressed up like the belle of the ball with a hairnet on. And as she said to me, she was well dressed until you got to her hair. And the hairnet was black, okay? And it just looked utterly ridiculous. But this lady was convinced she looked like a princess with the hairnet on. But she was a lot smaller than the real Ina Sharples. She was... How tall was she? What do you reckon? She's in about 5 foot. She was even that. Now, she said you could pat her head as she went past. She was that, she was a short lady. But imagine walking the streets with a hairnet on, a black one at that. I mean, honestly, grey hair, black hairnet. What a clash! But she was convinced she was the bee's knees. Well, I'll tell you, it takes all sorts these days. It takes all sorts. Now, okay, right. She does say she has said to me actually, there's some things that you watch that just make her roar and laugh. How anybody could actually try and convince you that the storyline was actually quite feasible. It said, I don't understand what's happening in the. Let me get this right. Is this the Coronation? Yeah. She doesn't understand what on earth's going on in Coronation Street these days. It's just completely gone off its trolley.
Ain't they all?
But she'll sit there and watch it if you've got it on with you. And then she'll turn around and look at you and say, what on earth is this about? I think it's a lot to do with the fact she doesn't recognize anybody on the show anymore. So they're all completely new characters. They're not the ones that she's used to. Okay. Where are you going? All right. She just put her coat on as if she's going down the town to do some shopping to the corner shop. And so you don't have to put your coat on to go down to where he is. He's only just there. Old habits die hard. Well, there she goes. I'm going to leave her love with you because she's walking over to where Tonka is, as if she's going back as if she's getting a bus back to where she came from. But it says, do take her love and our thanks. A very, very funny, I'm going to say funny old lady. Okay. Definitely. I would say she definitely is not, she doesn't like holding back when she thinks something's a load of rubbish. She's very happily to say it out loud, I'll bet she's got a good few stories to tell. I wouldn't mind sitting down with her one evening and having a good natter. Right. So anyway, I'm leaving the love with you. Thank you very much, Sarah Jane, for allowing me to read for you. I'm now going to invite the star of the show. Oh, I'm here. Well, I mean the other half, to come and do some bits and bobs with you. Oh, Tina Simpson. Hi. Right, so here he is, the lovely Paul. Okay. Oh, somebody just says, I love your vibe. Oh, right, thank you very much. I don't really understand what that means, but I'll just say
The vibe. The energies.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Got you. I've just had it translated. Right. I'll see you in a wee while, and I'll hand you over to Paul. Right, here he comes.
Right. I am here. I am here.
Well, I've put some tea in it, but I think you mentioned it. We've had it cold.
Probably. That's why you're supposed to drink it.
Oh, it's really warm.
I'll just move this over here. Right. Let's see. Hi, Christine Davies.
I know that feeling very well.
Tanya saying hi to your mum.
Hi.
Tell her mum says hello, 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 hello.
Yeah.
How do you do?
Yes.
How do you do what? Buckle my feet?
She's in Canada. Mother. She's in Canada.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
How's the Canadian week getting on?
Yeah.
The maple week.
Yeah. Hi, Tina. How are you, my lovely? Hi, Michelle. Right. Right, just seeing. Have all your names up and see who I'm drawn to. Right. Yeah, not too bad, thank you, Tina. Not too bad at all. Right, I'm going to go to Stephanie Bond, if that's okay. Stephanie, can you just let me know it's okay? Right, okay. So, right, these are like angel tarot cards, and I read them different to what others read them. So, there, and there. Right then, okay. It's definitely this one. Right. Right. Let's see here. There's quite a lot of flowers and all that, and they're like the reds and orange and yellows and that. But I do feel there's a lot of things going on in your life, and it's been quite emotional. You've had quite a lot of emotional things to contend with, and I feel that spirit. You've been asking spirit for a lot of help as well, and like if you see all the green around here with the light up there, I do feel there's going to be new things coming your way, and things are going to be starting to actually progress even more with you. But there's also a celebration coming, whether it's a birthday, anniversary, passing. I do feel there is an anniversary coming up soon, or it's only just gone. And this is what the flowers mean to me, that is actually going around. And like with like the goblet there, they're actually holding the goblet to do a toast of someone. You know, like when someone passes at a wake, you actually toast them, and like the wedding, the toast. So I do feel there's a toast as well coming up around you as well. And I do. Oh, I've got to pick another one. So yes, I do feel that there is quite a few childhood memories also around you, and things that's really going up in your aspects. But there is a lot of things all around you, and I've just been told I've got to pull you an animal card as well. So just got to shuffle these as well. But I do feel there is a lot of things actually going around you, a lot of healing as well, and the brightness that's actually coming in around you. And like all the flowers and all that. So I do feel this is a celebration that's actually coming or just gone. All right, so I've got to pick some of these now. Right. And there is a lot of possibilities around you, and I feel there's things that you want to do and you've been thinking, possibilities are there, and there's going to be an opportunity for you to actually do that without things getting too hasty with you, because like you've got the unicorn here as well, a very spiritual creature and a very spiritual animal, and I do feel this is like a spiritual animal guide for you. And with the reds and the pinks, there's so much love around you, and things are going to be starting to heat up around you. But they're saying always be prepared for the unexpected. There's things that will come that will be so unexpected you won't know what to do or where to go, because it would just be a shock for you. But also you look at this squirrel here eating an acorn, and to me this is actually, you're not eating enough to actually you're not eating enough to actually get to fill you up. And they're saying that you need to start eating more healthily things, not just junk food. And like the squirrel here, that is such a, the red squirrel, that's such a sacred animal. And the inner knowings, there is so much going around you as well with your inner peace. But I do feel there is a lady coming around you, and she's coming from the maternal side, mother, grandmother, that's actually coming in for you at the moment. And she's been actually with you, saying that there's been so much going on, and there's been a lot of tears shed. And she's saying you need to just start looking back at the whole back, look back and see what's going on, and just look at it from all angles, because things are going to be starting changing in your spiritual room, and things will really open up for you. And this lady is also letting you know that she's actually been around you and another family member. So I feel it's you and your sister that she's been around at the moment, because there's words that have been spoken or about to be spoken within the family, and she's just standing by you both, because it's not really to do with you both, but it is. I don't understand it when they say that, but she's saying you've got to keep your strength up and stick together, because there'll be people trying to butt in and cause you problems, as a lot of people do. But always listen to what your heart says, because that will put the truth inside you, and that will keep the truths alive. And she's just letting you know, there is so much healing around you and family, and like the polar bear, quite strong and that, and they're trying to give you the strength as well, because like seeing the polar bear, to me that is strength, and I feel you need some strength to get by with everything that's going on. And she's saying we are giving you and we are sending you the strength that you need, because things are quite tough at times, but you can't let people try to pull you down anymore, because it's just causing uneasiness for you all. And she's saying, I've got your back, I've got your front, I've got both sides as well. You are protected by us. You and your sister are both protected. Don't allow others to come between the bond that you have. And she's also saying there is something coming from spirit that will bring things to light. So I don't know if you're going to find something in your home, but hi Ali, right? How are you, my lovely? But things are going to start. You're going to find something, and it's going to bring some memories back or something. Something that you thought was lost, but you are gonna find it, and she will. It'll bring back a few things that some memory things, and I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you. Thank you for allowing me to do these for you. But this lady, she is such a lovely lady, but she wants you to know that you're not alone. They are there with you, and they are guarding you as well, because you need the love and respect, and you need guarding. That is what she's saying. So I'm going to leave that love with you and say bless you. And now I'm going to bring back the King of the Crystal, the lovely Luke, that has been here all day cleaning his balls.
His balls. His balls. If you see balls, they'll pretend there's something else.
We always say that because it's a crystal ball.
Right. Okay. Right, we're going to be using blue sapphire for the next reading. Okay. So, if you'd like a crystal ball read, please put your names up now. Hello to all those new people on TikTok. Nice to see you. Right. Right. I can see it now. Right. We have a talking stick on the move. So let's see where he takes us to. Okay. And we have a stop. And Ali Wright. We have a stop on Ali Wright. Okay, so here we go. Right. Right. Okay. I have an image of you appearing in the crystal, and you're actually sat at a writing desk. Now, it's one of those, I'm going to say, old-fashioned or antique, if you like, Victorian type of writing desk, where you have the lid comes down like this, and you've got little drawers and things like that with envelopes and pens and ink and all sorts.
A bureau.
Yeah. So, the old-fashioned writing desk, or as Paul keeps saying to me, bureau. Okay. So anyway, you're sat there. Now, what I'm seeing you do is you're actually, it's got you using one of those old-fashioned, I'm going to say, ink pens, where you dip the nib in the ink and then you start writing. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing you doing is you are writing, and it would appear to me as if you are actually writing some form of a tale or a story. Okay. Now, quill, yes, possibly, but it's the old-fashioned. It's not the feather quill type. This is a proper pen, but you dip it into the ink before you write it. I know there's a fancy name for them, but I really can't think to me what it is. So that's what I'm seeing. You're writing some sort of tale of some description on parchment style paper. Now, also want to say that very close by, about very much like this distance away, ear height, I want to say, on your right hand side, there is a red orb. Okay. Now, I'm looking at this thinking, what are you writing? What is the story? So we'll have to find that out. Now, okay, right now I'm going into panoramic view here, and I can see that there is a person in spirit actually standing at the bureau or the writing desk. So if you imagine I'm you, there's the bit I'm writing on. Okay, I've got the orb sat here, and the person in spirit is stood at this side of the bureau, like a 45-degree angle, as if looking straight at you and at what you're writing. Okay, so we're going to see if we can make contact with this person. Do we have somebody for Ali, please? Yeah, please do. Thank you. Yeah, someone's coming in. Oh, right. Okay. Now, I have got a female energy that's come forward. And I want to say this lady, quite confusing, that this lady is, as I look at her, I want to say she has to be in her mid-80s, about 85, 86, something along that line. She certainly, I want to say, she certainly looks her age. And I don't say that to be nasty, but, you know, there are certain people do look as old as they are. You know, some people say, you know, some people are in their 90s and they look like they're in their 60s. This lady definitely looks like she's in her 80s. And yes, I can feel a number of aches and pains, like in the knees and the wrists and the fingers. I want to be, I feel I want to reach for something like a stick or something just to help me about. I don't feel she's at the stage where she's completely having to use like a Zimmer frame or a wheelchair or that. But I know she's got aches and pains, definitely in her knees and her wrists, fingers, and various places like that. So I'm thinking to myself that maybe this is similar to what I have myself. I've got arthritis and things like that. So I know just how painful it can be. So I want to say that this person is more than certainly would be taking some form of pain medication for to sort of like ease the pain of that. But as to what particular one, could be one of many. It could be that fabulous tablet they keep telling us you should take for everything. You know, that paracetamol. It must be wonderful, that one, because they keep giving it out as if it's, they get commission on it maybe. This lady, I want to say, this lovely lady, she has a big heart on her. She is a very lovable lady. And certainly one that you would have the utmost of respect for, because this lady's got so many tales, right? So many tales that she could tell you about things that happened during her lifetime. Amazing things. And also some sad tales as well. But certainly this lady has had a very full life. I also want to say she had a very sharp mind, okay? Very sharp mind. And she certainly gives the impression to me that she was very well educated. Right on. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely will. She, right, I'll tell her that one. Right. She says, okay, she's saying to you, she's very proud of how far and how amazingly well that you have done. And you've certainly, she's saying, you've certainly broken the mold. Okay. You've broken the mold because very few ladies in the family ever had an opportunity to pursue their dreams. We all had to conform to our traditional roles, okay? But you've broken the mold, and that makes me very proud to see how successful you have become. She's telling me that you have more stories to tell, okay? You have more stories to tell. And that she takes great joy of standing beside you and watching you tell those tales as you write them out. Okay, yeah. Now, in her eyes, writing out is doing this, which is hence why, thank you, darling. Yeah, understand that. Why the image I've been given in the crystal ball was of you sat at a writing desk and actually physically with an dipping ink pen, writing out the tale. Okay, as in her mind, writing when she was a young lady was all about dipping the ink pen in the ink and then, you know, fountain style pen, dipping it in and then writing like that. That was in her mind. That was her image of you have further tales to tell. And she's really enjoyed the trilogy. She's really enjoyed it. She's found it a fascinating tale. And she's excited to say there is more yet to come. She's not giving away what they are, but she says, you've got more tales to tell, which, yes, yeah, that's right, yeah. And she's saying, in other words, you've got to write more books, okay? She also says to me that you have a celebration to come. You have a celebration to come. And that's regarding the launch of your latest novel. There is a celebration to come around the launch of your next novel, okay? Whether she's meaning like a party of that, she's not being precise, but she's talking about there's a celebration to be had about the book, okay? So whether this is a new book or this is the completion of the trilogy story that you've been doing, I'm not 100% sure which one she means, but she's saying that it is to be a celebration around a book. So if you haven't written it, you need to get pen to paper so that they can have the celebration. She said they've already had parties to celebrate your success upstairs, okay? and she was really okay. She's saying that she was having a right old dance. Okay, she used to enjoy dancing, extremely enjoy dancing. However, it wasn't something she was able to do later on in life because. Oh, you didn't, did you? Oh, right. Okay. She said she broke her hip, so she doesn't do any dancing downstairs here. But now that she's transferred across to the world of spirit, she says she can dance the night away as often as she likes. And I mean, she's rattled off the names of some dances I've never even heard of. Like, and this is like, you know, Strictly Come Dancing style dances. So I've never, well, yeah, you can keep telling me the same name over and over again, but I don't know what that is, other than it's a dance. But Pasadena or whatever that is, I don't know. Couldn't tell you one from the other. I know the square tango only because I've seen it once at school when we were taught to dance for a Christmas party type thing, but that's about it. But certainly she wants. They're talking about a party for the next book, so if it's not already written, I'm pretty sure she's trying to drop the hint about writing it. Now, oh, right, okay. She's showing me images in my head here of her dancing away. Now, the sort of thing that she's showing me is all right, okay. This is like, you know, when you might watch some old wartime movies and you see these silly dances that some of these Americans do. And I'm not talking about rock and roll, I'm talking about the other stuff. When Glenn Miller used to play his band, that's what she said. It's like the dances they used to do to Glenn Miller. She really enjoyed doing some of those ones. And apparently it was like, you know, that type of dancing she's on about. I don't know. Well before my time. Oh, okay, right. I'm not that old. It could well be that. Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Chattanooga Choo Choo. That's a train.
Chattanooga Choo Choo.
That's a song with that.
I'm sure that's a song, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, the dance called the Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Maybe. All right. Well, that could well be it. I don't know. I mean, I just see her doing that type of dance, and it's like Glenn Miller type music, and she's having a whale of a time. Okay, she loved it. She said I would do it for hours on end, to the fact that I'd have to take my shoes off because my feet would be killing me. But I then just carry on in my stockings. Oh, right, okay. That's the ones that you have the webbing straps for, I think, isn't it? No, don't show me, please. No. I don't want to see. No, thank you. That's not for my eyes. Thank you. But yes, sounds about swing dance and Alison. That sounds about right. Yeah, I think that's what they mean. But yeah, she was going to show me the weapon, like, no, don't want to see that. Thank you very much. So now her just about showing me the webbing straps for them stockings. I've completely lost track of where I was now. Right. Right. Yes. Thank you, Tonka. Right. So maybe point the lines up the back of them to look like seams. Yes. Yes. Okay. Right, that sounds painting like fake stockings. Wow. Whatever they did them days, I really don't know. That was well before my time, and you know, I don't tend to dress up like that myself very often. Right. Now, yes, darling, that's right, yeah. Now she's saying, right, so she says, I'm going to get off now because I don't want to take too much of her time up because she's got to write this book. Sounds like you've got your orders coming up then, Ali. Now, are you? Okay, right. Now, she says she's going off now for a bit of a dance. I hope that's not the only thing she does up there. Okay, you go steady now. What is that, Mark? What is that? She's talking. She says, you could do it with Bisto or you could do it with coffee. Do what with? All right. Okay. Yeah. She just showed me the back of her leg. She says you can do it with Bisto or you can do it with coffee. Right. That's these, I don't know, seam lines or whatever it is. She's talking about that looks like a seam of a stocking. She says you can do it with coffee or you can do it with Bisto. I didn't realize Bisto was around them days, to be honest with you, but well, there you go. Right. Okay. All right. She said apparently if you danced with the Yankees, you used to get stockings for nothing anyway. Okay. Right. Well, you learn something new every day. Right. Well, I'm going to leave her love with you, Ali, because she's adamant you've got to do a book so that she can have a party. So I'm going to leave her love with you and say thank you very much. I managed to avoid seeing the webbing, only just. I literally didn't know where to look. But there you go. She is an absolute hellraiser of a woman. Definitely got a very crazy sort of streak in her. Well, say crazy. Fun-loving. Definitely fun-loving. She knows how to have a good time, and rightly so. So I'm going to leave her love with you. So thanks ever so much. What's that they're saying, Alison? They'd go up the middle with eyebrow pencil. Okay, right. Oh, well, I'm learning all sorts of new things about makeup tips here. Right, I'll remember that one, Alison. Thank you very much. Right, God bless you, Ali, and I'll hand you back over to the lovely Paul now. Because, yeah, I guess that the real stockings perhaps were a bit like gold dust during them days, just after the war. But, yeah. Oh, does that mean you went around smelling of Bisto and coffee down there? Well, who knows? Right, here's the lovely Paul. I'll see you later. Bye for now.
Right. We are back. We are back. Right. Okay, right. Did you say the code word? Okay, yeah, because I've got a lot of people saying it now. I'm going to have to look up more on it. Right. Thank you, Geraldine. Tanya Rideout, you win a spot. Oh, no, you don't. Unfortunately, Tanya, it goes down to Angel. Angel, you win spot prize. Congratulations, Angel. But it's because you forgot the minus sign, Tanya. Right. So hi Anne Marie, how are you? Right. So right. Let's have a look. And also, Angel and Ali Wright are this month's winners of the plaques. So, yes, these are the plaques that we give away monthly. So, congratulations to you both for winning these this month. So yes, no problem. Yes, I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, you two are both won the plaques. I will contact you afterwards. Hi Debbie, how are you, lovely? Yeah, Luke didn't have yeah, he enjoyed his birthday. Yep, so congratulations to you both, and also Angel for spot prize as well. Thank you. Right.
That's cost a fortune.
Yeah, that's okay. Right. Just having a look. Let's have all your names up and see. So congratulations to you both. Oh, you'll have to let me know that. You will have to remind me on that. Paige, I do feel I do need to come to you, if that's okay. I know you told me it's the anniversary today of your dad. Right. Right. Let's draw some cards for you. I'll say, yeah, right. Play. Right. Right. Mystic, and as I see the strength in the bear. That is a bear, a polar bear, and the healing that's coming around you at the moment. But up here is like an angel coming down, looking down over you. And also here, if you look here, there's a gentleman just there, and it looked like a bit of lightning, but it's actually a gentleman there that's actually coming down around you at the moment. But also you've had challenges that you've had to deal with, and things have actually been doing things, and your thoughts have just been all over the place, what to do, where to go, how to come about it. But this was one of my favorite ones. Play. Look at that dolphin. And I have got a gentleman actually drawn close to me at the moment, and he's coming in and saying, you've got to start turning that frown upside down and with a big smile, because things are getting easier. You know I am with you. You know I will never leave you. And yes, you were right with what you were saying. So I don't know what that is, but that is not for me to know. It's for you to know, and you to know only. You were right. Don't worry about it anymore. You have got the heart that any parent would love their child to have. The way you treat people, the way you talk to people, you will always have the love and have the respect from me. What you've been through, you shouldn't have had to go through. I am sorry for what this has done and what things have happened. I can only apologize to you for this. I just wish things would have actually gone different, but unfortunately it didn't. But he's saying now is the time for you to start healing. You need to heal and remember, none of it was your fault. It was not your fault. Things happened, and yes. And I don't know whether you do it or not, but singer. He wants to hear you sing again. So I don't know whether there's a thing there where he used to hear you singing or something, but he's saying, singer, I want to hear that voice again. And messenger, yes, we give the messages, but we are just the messenger. We are not, we're just a channel, really. They come through us. So we actually, well, it's their singer. So he wants to hear you sing again. So please start your singing again. And yeah, as I was saying, we are the messengers or the messenger. We are not, anything else, but we're the channel, we're the messenger. It's through us, but yeah. And nobility, celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So you, with all the love in the world, he will always be by your side. He will never allow anything to hurt you anymore. You've been hurt far too much for someone of your age. You should never been hurt like that. But as we say, we cannot turn the clock back. If we could, I'd still be down here and actually watch you and be able to give you that cuddle that you actually really want or need. You will always have my respect, even though it didn't feel like it at the time. I do respect you. I will always respect you, and I can still be by your side. I can always be there with you, but just remember, love always outshines the hate, and light always shadows the dark. So keep that singing smile, because you've got this, and I know you will go well. You will do well, and I believe in you. And yes, I'm proud of you too. He went, I just went, what? And he said it again. I went, speak up. He went, I'm proud of you too. So he wants a laughter and he wants you to just enjoy life the best you can. I see people saying, hi, Lorna Marshall. I haven't seen her come on, but I'll say, hi, Lorna. So, yes, I'm going to leave that love with you. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. But keep us informed and let us know how things go. But you've got this, and he's letting you know. And if you like what we're doing, please give us reviews, because we do need the reviews. You know, but yeah. Oh, bless you. You know, as I say, we're only the messengers. We're not the person doing it. So yeah. Right. Now I'm going to bring the lovely Luke back, and he will bring another lovely message. While Luke, leave that. I'll sort that out while you. Yeah. So here is the lovely Luke. No problem at all. What was your tea called?
Right.
That's right.
We have Penelope Pinkstop. Okay, Penelope Pinkstop. So, if you'd like a reading with Penelope Pinkstop, then please put your names up now. Right, let's see now. Where is... Ah, there it is. Okay, we have a stop on Alison Roper. Okay, right. Right, Alison, I have an image of you parked on your sofa with a mug of, well, it's either tea or it's coffee. It's one of the two. Right by your side. Now, as I look around the room in the crystal, from, you know, the part where you are sat at the moment anyway, I want to say there is an orb that stands a little bit back from you, but along there, just about there, okay? And it seems to be doing a slow revolution around you, okay? Now, it's orange in color, but the orange doesn't really mean anything, okay, as far as that going around and around. It just let's stand out, you know, from the other decorations you have around the house. Now, I'm going to have a look in panoramic view. There is a person that is standing very close by. This is on your right hand side, so as you're looking that way, the gentleman or lady in spirit is just there, literally. So let's see if we can find out who this is. Do we have somebody for Alison? Oh, right, yes, you do. Okay, right. Oh, I can feel the energy straight away. That was a quick entry. Thank you. Right. I have a gentleman here with me, Alison. And this gentleman, I want to say, by his appearance and by the energy feel that I get from him, I want to be placing this man in his 70s, okay? And I want to say that compared to my figure, which is excessively skinny, this gentleman would, I want to say, has a medium-sized build, okay? He is quite straight up and down. I don't see any sort of like a beer belly or anything like that on him as he stands in front of me in my mind's eye. But I do want to say that he is wearing a flat cloth cap. Now, I often wonder why so many people wear a cloth cap. Is it because they're cold? Is it because they're hiding a ball patch and they don't want me to see it? But with this gentleman, I very much feel like he always had a cloth cap on him. Literally, it rarely ever came off his head. Okay, so it was a comfort thing, or more than anything else, I would say. And as he stands in front of me now, I want to say that he has a jacket on, like an overcoat style jacket. Now, it's one of these jackets, as I look at it, to me, I want to say it looks like a jacket that sort of like Al Capone would have wore, you know, from the mafia. And more often than not, I'm not saying this guy's got this, like, but it's one of these jackets where it looks nice and dressy, and you open up the jacket like that, and there's a violin case with a machine gun in it. Okay, but I'm not saying this particular chap has got a violin case with a machine gun in it. Very much doubt that, because he's not Al Capone. But that's how I can best describe this jacket. I'm also aware there is like a scarf that he would have on, you know, underneath the jackets, around the neck and whatever else. I very much get the impression from this man that he was an extremely hard-working man, in the sense that he, you know, would fall under the category of skilled/unskilled labor. In other words, he was a physically hard-working man who used his hands to earn the money, type thing. Yes, I know that. And as he said to me, I was never a rich man, but I was never absolutely skint either. But I was never a rich man. I got by. He's also a very strong, family-orientated man. You know, his priorities are very much due to his generation and the way that people of his generation were raised, which is, you know, you're a man, so this is what you do, and that's what you do, and that's what you do. That's your responsibilities, okay? And that was drummed into him from a very early age. So he did have high principles. He lived by them every day of his life. Something that's probably a lot lacking these days. I also want to say that with him is a very strong sense of, no matter what condition you wake up in the next day, hang on, what side are you on? Right, he's saying dad's side. He's saying dad's side. Right. Got you. Right, he says, I was one of these men that always went to work, regardless of what condition I was when I woke up. Now, what he means by that is he was very much aware that things like sick pay and being paid when you're sick really wasn't the case in his day. Really, he's saying from the age of 14 onwards, you had to go to work. And that's basically what he did. There was no such of a thing as apprenticeships then. He said, you learned your job by doing your job. Okay. And health and safety, yeah, I could believe that. He says, what was that? Health and safety? What's that? You know, if you were told to climb up 40 feet up in the air with no, you know, you did it because that's what you were told to do, because that was part of your job. He says, health and safety, what in the hell is that? There's no such thing. What? Never heard it. And he was very much aware that if you didn't go to work, you didn't get paid. So if you woke up with the flu, you got your overalls on and you went to work. And you coughed and sneezed and hoiked and whatever while you were at work. You didn't lie in your bed because you didn't get paid to lie in your bed. So, you know, he didn't have this, you know, you just didn't talk about your aches and your pains and your ails and all that sort of thing. It wasn't the done thing to do as a bloke. You just didn't, you know. That's women's things, right? So there's many a time he went to work when he was literally on his deathbed, but he did it because he knew if you didn't go to work, you didn't get paid. If you don't get paid, you can't put bread on the table, shoes on the feet of the kids, and shirts on their backs. Simple as that. And the wife didn't pay all the bills. And then you got kicked out the door because you couldn't pay the rent. So he knew his responsibilities and he took them seriously. So he, throughout his life, he just didn't talk about aches and pains. He would never go and see a doctor unless he was given an injection and made him, knocked him out, and then you dragged them by the hair up to the surgery. That's the only way you'd get him to see a doctor. And the same if it was a stretcher and take him to the hospital. That's the only way he'd go to the hospital. But that was just the way he was. Okay. And he lived in a regime where people said what they thought, okay? And you said it how it was. There was none of this political correctness. So some of the things that this man would say, if you were to say it today, you'd probably get locked up for. But that's just the way the system works, and that's just the way society goes. So, you know, this man had a huge heart on him because he'd done everything. He put his family first in every instance. At the risk of saying probably there's many a time he went to work when he should have been lying in his bed because the state he was in, but he would never give in because to him, family came first. So he sacrificed his health in many ways by sticking to the principles that he was taught by his parents. And, you know, I have to take my hat off to the man and say, you know, that's high standards. And you don't see high standards like that these days, you know, or principles like that these days either. It's like, you know, the system's going, well, let's just say the system is just not necessarily what it should be. I do want to say that this man draws very close to you again because he's very much aware of the fact that you yourself have decent standards, you know, high standards yourself, and that you put other people before yourself, and you do things with the best interests of individuals, you know, in the forefront of your mind. But there are those around you who fail to have any principles, fail to live up to their own standards, which are pretty low anyway, and that at times you are like a duck out of water because you have principles and standards. And he comes close to you as other members of your family in spirit do as well, from generations gone, and stand with you because you make them proud that you do things in a similar fashion by putting others before you, and you do it out of love. And you're not necessarily always treated with respect back, but he wants you to know that he is proud of you. And yeah, that he loves you. And okay, right, I can see him going down to Tonka now. I'm going to leave his love with you, and just know that he stands by you and stands with you. Okay, he's a very kind gentleman, a man of high standards, high principles, and he recognizes that you are very similar in that way, in that you do everything for your own family, you do things for family and siblings out of love and out of respect, and often you feel like you're disrespected. I had to choose the words carefully there because what he said he wanted me to say wasn't something I could say, if you understand what I mean. But I'm going to leave his love with you and say thank you very much, Alison. God bless you. And I'll now hand you back to the lovely Paul.
Right, I'm back. Right. Right, just having a look, see whose names are up. Right. Right, let's have the names up. Thank you, Geraldine. Hi, little big sis, how are you? Right. I am being drawn to the lovely Geraldine Owens. If that's okay, Geraldine, can I come to you, please? If you hold on, sorry, I can't say your name. KHANYISILE, and I'll see if anyone's there for you shortly. But I'll go to Geraldine Owens first. Right, Geraldine. Right, let's start. Nobility. Look at the green, look at the blue, the healing, and I do feel there is a lot of healing going around you, but new beginnings are going to be starting as well. I do feel there's going to be a lot of new things coming on the horizon with you, and they're actually going to be coming quite soon. And also independent. I actually feel and I actually know that you are a very independent person. You don't like people trying to meddle in and doing things, you know, that are personal to you. You'd rather do those sorts of things yourself and keep your blood flowing, as they say. An inventor. With this, it's not the inventor as inventing something, it is the inventor of yourself. The things that you find easier to do for yourself. Like, it may be like a walking stick where you'd walk with it, but you actually find other uses for it as well. Like if like loft hatch needed opening, you'd be able to use a walking stick to actually open it up, and this is what I feel about this. But there's a lot of things burning inside of you that really wants to. There's things you want to do, and you just really want to get it going and start living with it. But also, I've got a lady and a child in spirit. So I don't know whether you've lost a child or lost one through miscarriage or lost one on the earth plane, but there's a lady that's coming in more so, and she's maternal, so mother, grandmother, that's actually coming in around you at the moment as well, and she's just letting you know that she is about, because things just, there's a lot of things that just haven't really gone right. You just feel, when am I actually going to be able to get time to do things myself, you know, because there's not enough hours in the day to get everything done that you want to get done. And she's saying, well, my dear, calm down, sit down and breathe. Look at the most important thing first. Then do that. And then if that takes all day, it takes all day. So be it. Then look at the second and do that. So the most important things come first, and then others, they're down in the, so can wait. But you just want to get everything done, because your way is, well, if I get it all done, then after that I can relax. But no, you can't, because of once you've done all that, the first one will be back again to actually do. It's like paying bills and all that. You pay all the bills, and then by the time you finish paying them all, the first one's due again. So that is what their actually mind is. But she does bring this child in, and it is a boy, and there's a boy coming in as a child, and I do feel he definitely for you. So he's coming in as well and letting you know that he's with this lady, and he's saying he's with Gran. So I do feel it is something to do with you, definitely. Well, it could be your sister or brother. Hey, now, dogs. But he's coming in and letting you know that he's about, and he's trying to say, right, okay. But this one is through a miscarriage, so I don't know whether you had a miscarriage or your brother's. I do apologise for this. Yeah, so it is a family, so it's got to be a brother or sister or yourself that's lost a child or had a miscarriage through having a miscarriage. So you may need to ask either whether they did, but they're coming in and he's just letting you know that he's with Gran. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, if you can hold on to that, you may be able to find out for us. Just hold on to it, because they wouldn't give us that if it wasn't. Also, there is a lot of things going on in your mind at the moment about, oh, you're just questioning yourself on a lot of things, and you just don't know where to go or what to do with it. There's just so much going on in your mind. Okay.
You will get them anyway. You'll get
I
them.
know it's quite a difficult sort of subject to ask, but I've had to give it because I've been told to. But yeah, there's a lot of things been going around in your mind as well. You know, oh, what happens when this happens? What happens when that happens? And you know, then you're thinking, what happens when it's my time to leave this earth? What we do with this and do with that? And I know it's quite a morbid thing. And this lady's saying, don't worry yet, because you're not going to be here for a little while yet. So don't think too much into that at the moment. If I can, I will do. If you just hold on there, and we'll see if because there's two of you on there that want readings as well. So just if you hold on, I will see what we can do, myself or Luke. Yeah, just stop overthinking things, because it would just give you a headache anyway. But just sort the most important things out first. Don't keep worrying about things that that are happening, because it is out of your reach anyway. Oh, bless you. Sending a lot of healing out to him, Geraldine. So you must feel, on edge. But I'm one of the world's worst. I'm only just hearing what he had an aneurysm. Oh, God bless his heart. Oh, yeah. I'm one of the world's worst of overthinking. So it's only spirit that's actually tells me. But just keep doing what you're doing, but stop overthinking too many things. You've got more important things to think about than this, that, and the next thing. So I'm going to leave their love with you, and well, we'll send out thoughts to him as well, and to you. So just keep us posted, Geraldine, please. And I'm going to say bless you. Now I'm going to bring back the lovely Luke so he can bring another one through.
What is it?
Right. Got one of the old favourites back. Little Miss Scarlet. Everybody loves Miss Scarlet. So here we are. Right. So if you'd like a reading with Miss Scarlet, please feel free to put your names up. Thank you, Debbie. She says hello back. Thank you, Geraldine, for that. Welcome back. Right. Okay. Where are we going? Right. I can see the talking stick now. So let us see where we go. there is a excellent. We have a stop. So I'm coming to sorry, just had to stretch that because I was getting a lot of pain in my knees again. Right. We have a stop on Angel. Right, Angel. Right. I mean, aches and pains we get at any age. Right. Angel, as I look into the crystal here, I've got a lovely image of you sat on the sofa, cup of tea or coffee, down by your side and looking very relaxed. And I have to say that there is all around you a large number of orbs. Okay, too many to count. And it's like they're just rotating around you. I would say about maybe 2 feet away from the circumference of your body, and they're going around like they're orbiting you. You're the sun and they're the planets, and it's doing that. And I'm also aware that okay, I was just fun enough, I just heard a dog barking, a spirit dog from behind me barking. Right, I'm just tweaking it into panoramic view. Right, now I can see that there is a person in spirit close by to you. Right, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That is so true, Angel, what they're being telling you. You have a huge amount of orbs that get attracted to you. Right, so let's see who this person is that's standing there. Right, do we have some for Angel? Oh, right, okay, let's straight in there. Right, I have a male energy coming forward. Now, the energy that I'm sensing around this man is, I want to say, by the image I get in my head and you know, and these energies that I'm feeling, I want to be going, I'm going to say this is a person in their 70s for certain. I also want to say that this person is quite jovial, likes a laugh, likes a bit of fun, enjoys celebrations, family celebrations. The things that he looks forward to. You know, by celebrations, I mean things like birthdays, anniversaries, you know, that sort of thing, where people decide it's a certain birthday, so you've got to have a party, or it's a certain anniversary, so we've got to hire a hall and have a big party and everybody's coming. He absolutely loves going to things like that, as well as social clubs as well. He likes going down to his social clubs. Because I'm seeing images of, like, you know, like what I would call a workman's club, but it's, you know, it's very much like along the lines of that. He likes going to places like that and just having a bit of fun with friends and family. He's also a very strong, principled man as well. I want to say that, you know, he's talking about standards and how things should be and getting things done right, you know, first time round. Has a lot of pride in his work over the years. And a man that also people tend to go to for, I say, words of encouragement, words of advice, general, what do you think of this, mate? And what do you think of that? And, based on his experience and his many years of life and hard work, he'd give them a good advice, solid advice. And more often than not, people would go and carry out what he's told them to do, or certainly take note of his opinions. And I want to say that 9 times out of 10, his opinions and his advice were solid and correct, and that's, he's a bit of a go-to man, because, if you need to talk about something and you're not sure, or you're planning on maybe doing something around the house and you want to say, what do you think about this? Is this something I can do myself, or do I need to get a workman in? And what do you think it's going to cost me? And is it the right thing to do? That sort of thing. And even as a young man, a teenager, you could go to him and ask for words of advice, and he would tell you the truth. He's not going to blag it as if he doesn't know what he's talking about. He knew. Experience. He knew. He's also, you would want to describe this man as like your favorite grandfather, because he made you feel important. He made you feel loved. He made you feel safe. He made a fuss of you. He treated you really well, and he was very generous when it came to your birthday, gift wise. He was also very generous when it came to Christmas, for Christmas gifts. But he would openly say that he never had a brass farthing to rub together, because he never made a great amount of money. But then nobody really did. He had enough to get by, and he was thrifty. He was sensible. He didn't blow it all in rubbish. And it kept him happy throughout his days. I would say that there was a very strong sense of he went too soon. And he wasn't expecting to go when he did. It was like, oh, what do you mean? I've got to go now. Here 1 minute, gone the next. It was very, very quick passing. It was, but he managed to plan a few things in advance, because he was, well, some people just know. Okay? Because he wouldn't go to doctors, he wouldn't go to hospitals, he wouldn't go and see this or that when they should have done. And, he had an inclination. Yeah, he had an inclination. But certainly I would say that that's how he comes across to me, is he knew what was going on, and he put things in place for it. Now, as a Generation 3 relative, granddad, great uncles, that type of position where he certainly belongs to, you had to make sure that you had saved for your retirement, because let's just say, if you didn't, you could be in trouble in later years and end up living in poverty. So he was a very thrifty character. He was able to stash a few bob away, and was very much a man who planned for his future, and was aware that after working all his life, that retirement for some people was quite scary. And a lot of people in his generation didn't really survive long after retiring, and he suspected that it would be or could be the same case for him. So he prepared for it early enough to ensure that things were put in place. And I have to say that it was a wise move on his part, because, bless him, he didn't really get to the ripe old age that he would have loved to have got to. And I have to say that, you know, a man who worked all his days, and, you know, looking at him, you'd say, because you work hard, and you know, sometimes people you can work really, really hard, and you can really age a result of all the things that you do in your life. And I have to say that he's
No, didn't Luke just give you a tablet?
he didn't get to where he thought he would get to,
But
but
No, that one's better. Those ones are better.
he's happy where he is. He's happy. He's content. He's met many people that he knows from his era, and enjoys
They're the ones you
having
get
a
from
good time up there.
Canaries.
But he likes to come back and just to pop in and say, "Hey, I'm here. You know, you maybe didn't get much time to get to know me, you know, or you probably won't remember me, but hey, I'm your granddad." And he sends lots of love, a lot of love. And he's quite a wise man, a hard-working man who was very artistic with his hands. And it was his hands that paid the bills. And it was very, very honourable trade that he had. And it's one that he learnt from scratch. And there are very few people like him left in this world. So I wish him well, and I'm going to leave his love with you and say thank you very, very much indeed for allowing me to read for you, and I will leave Tom's love with you. Righto. No problem, no problem. You're very welcome. Right. And he's a flashy dresser. Right, I'll leave him with you. Thank you very much, Angel. That was an absolute pleasure. Such a sweet man. A really hard-working man. But honestly, you could say this man was like an artist. Yeah? Because his hands were very artistic in what they could do. Right. God bless you. And I'm going to hand you back to the wonderful Paul for any last minute.
Do the quick.
Right. So he's going to do a quick few last minute messages, and then it will be time for us to say goodnight. So over to you, Paul.
Yep. Right. Right. I'm going to do a quick couple. I did mention a couple of names on. Right. That SKH. I'll give you a quick card. Right. So I just shuffled these. Right. Power. Remember, you've got the power in things that you do. There's a lot of new things coming in around you as well. So I do feel you're either going to move house, new job, or even get a promotion. It's one of them. And spirit are by your side, and they are giving you the things that you need to actually be able to do what you're needing to do. Don't give up on your dreams, because the dreams are going to be starting to come quite soon around you. But always keep the love of spirit with you, because they will guide you where you need to be. You are stronger than you think. And they're just saying, keep the love alive and keep your mind alive, because things will only start coming forward for you to when you need it, it will come. But it will not just be there just like blink of an eye. Spirit will guide you exactly where you need to be. Keep strong, because the way you keep strong, things will start coming even more. But I do feel there's a new job or a new home you're moving. So keep it all alive for you, and I'm going to leave that with you. Wendy Gilbert, let me give you a quick card, please, my lovely. I haven't seen you for a while. How are you? Hi, Chrissy Marie. Wendy, how are you, my lovely? Been sending a lot of thoughts out to you. Right, Guardian. Wendy, you've got guardians looking after you at the moment. You're having a lot of healing done, and a lot of prayers are being brought up for you. I know when we last spoke, it was bad news, but I do feel, oh bless you, but you're going to have your guardians with you. The guardian angels will be with you and be around you, and they will stay with you. And I know a couple of your children are in spirit. They are going to be with you, holding your hand as you go for the surgery. And they're saying, Mum, oh no, bless you. They're going, Mum, fight this. I know it's going to be difficult, and I know you are feeling very, very weak, but they want you to fight as much as you can. There is brightness coming, so there is a bit of brightness coming around the corner for you, and I do feel things are going the way they're going, but we just hope and pray for you that things will become manageable. And I'm going to leave their love with you and say, bless you, Wendy. Thank you. No problem. Right. I'll give another quick one. Chrissy Marie, are you still on? Right, Joanne, I'll give you a quick card. Joanne Stewart. Visionary. You've got visions to actually do and be what you want to be and where you want to go. Keep your eyes open. keep things going, because they are going to be coming, and the vision will be looking ahead, looking at the future and looking ahead, because spirit are with you. More than welcome, Wendy. Please keep us informed and let us know how things are going. Yeah, looking forward and looking ahead. Right, so keep it alive, and I'll look in a moment. I'll just finish this and I'll have a look. So do you want to close the cards, and we're then I'll go and look. Yeah, so keep it all alive. Right. Okay. Right. So maybe a little bit, and then
Right.
I'll look.
Okay, closing card for tonight. When a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You are being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. So there you have it.
There you have it. Right. So that's it for tonight. Tomorrow we are on A Message from Heaven, so please come and join us there. And other than that,
Yep. Other than that,
I will be putting the next month's rota up, or whatever schedule.
Yeah.
Up.
So, God willing, we'll see you all tomorrow. And until then, look after yourselves and each other, and spread love.
Yeah.
So, good night, everyone.
Good
Thanks
night.
for watching.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye. Bye.